Okay, hello and good afternoon again, everyone. So welcome to all of you. So I hope you are having a great weekend so far on Saturday and Sunday. So I am Anis from SuperMap. So and to everyone. So welcome to all of you. So I hope you are having a great weekend so far on Saturday and Sunday. So I am Anis from SuperMap. To everyone here, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this workshop to produce a flight risk assessment map. To everyone here, it is my pleasure to welcome you. Okay, I'm sorry for the technical problem. Okay, so you start again. So, and to everyone here, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this workshop to produce a flight risk assessment map. And for your information, this workshop is being broadcast live on YouTube. So you can subscribe to our SuperMap Malaysia YouTube channel because we will constantly update our various of applications, also correcting error and more from time to time by using SuperMap platform. Okay, so before we start, I would like to all of you to watch SuperMap introduction video for you to get the overall view about SuperMap company and about our services as well. So it's just a 3 to 4 minutes video, so please enjoy. Okay, so now that you already know about our 5 key technologies of SuperMap GIS, which we call it as BigDC. So BigDC here stands for Big Data GIS, AI GIS, 3-dimension GIS, distributed GIS, and cross-platform GIS. So big data here, we focus more on the big data mining, AI GIS for a smart geography, 3-dimension GIS for a more vivid 3D scenes and also advanced 3D analysis, and distributed GIS for a more effective, more elasticity, more stable and real-time update. And the last one is cross-platform GIS for a safe, innovative and cost-effective system. So let's not waste our time. So let's move on to our today's main target, which will be presented by Ms. Nur Shafika. So Ms. Nur Shafika here is our technical engineer from SuperMap Asia and Oceania Center. So if you have any question while listening to the speaker, please feel free to type in the chat box. So our team members will answer the question in the Q&A session after the presentation. So Shafika, all yours.
So, hello everyone. Good day to you. Can you hear my voice, Anis?
Yes, Shafiqah, clearly.
Okay, so everyone, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to you. So for today's webinar session, I forgot to open my camera. Okay, it's okay. So for today's webinar session that we will be conducting later is to show you guys how to use SuperMap software, which is to be specific for today, we will use iDesktop 10i, where we will use this software to generate the 3D scene flat map by using the open source data, which is we will retrieve the data from the SRTM data lah. So I will share my screen first. Okay. So okay, everyone. So for today, as I said previously, we will generate the flat risk assessment map but most of it we will focus on how to use the SuperMap to generate it. So this is the content that will be done by today, where firstly I will just explain generally about the parameter of the flight, and then we will go to like where we can retrieve the data from the online sources. And then we will create a map by using iDesktop 10i. And lastly, we will show you how to create a 3D scene of the flat map. Okay, so first of all, as I said, we will show you just a generally parameter for the flight risk assessment. So the parameter, of course, we will have the rainfall intensity, flow accumulation, elevation, the distance from the river network, like the land use, surface slope, and geomorphology. Okay, so I will show you by using the PPT first before we go to the iDesktop later. So this one is the data from the open source, like how you can retrieve the data and where you can retrieve the data, which I know most of you already know where you can retrieve the data, but this might be a new knowledge for some of you. So this is where you can retrieve the data, where you can retrieve it by using the opentopography.org or divagis.org. So I will show you in the website. Okay. So this is the interface of the opentopography when you open it. And then you can go to the data catalog, and after you click the data catalog, it will show like this interface. Then you can just search the SRTM. So after you search the SRTM, you can see that there is this OT high resolution topography, USDS3, community, and global and regional DM. So as we want to have a DAM, so we just click the global and regional DM. So you can just scroll it down until you find the shutter radar topography mission SRTM, and then you just click it. After you click it, you can retrieve the data from this website. Next, we will open the divagis by using, okay, you just open the divagis. And then this is the interface of divagis, and then you can go to free spatial data if you want to download data from your country, where you can have a country level data, and just you just click it and then go to any country that you are from, like either Bangladesh or Lebanon. And we go to the Malaysia, of course, because I focus on Malaysia. And then the subject, it has a lot like inland water roads, administrative area, population, and everything else. But I will just go to download the administrative area, where it is the boundaries of the country, the district, and the regions. Oh, okay. I'm going to open my camera. Sorry. Okay. So after you just download this, you can download it, and it will be in the format of the vector data, and it will give you a shapefile and in the Excel. Okay, I just want to add one of the new sources, where if you want to get the rain intensity data, you can just go to this ncinoaa.gov, where this website can give you the yearly of the rainfall intensity data, either daily, weekly, and many others data. So you can just go to this website and you can search it later on. So we will go to our main, which is how to create the map. Okay, so this is the interface of the SuperMap desktop that if you open it after you download it. Okay, so after you add the data inside of the data sources, and you already add all the data that you just downloaded previously by using the link or the website that I showed you previously. And this is what happened. This is where I set the administrative area of or the boundaries areas that I just downloaded. Where this one is the district boundaries. So this is the SRTM or DEM data that I already downloaded before. And then I will click this one. And then this is what happened after I click it. Okay, after I click on this data, I will go to the spatial analysis to do the hydrology analysis. Okay, so as you can see, inside of spatial analysis tab, there is a lot of other analysis that you can do by using the SuperMap, which is the surface analysis, hydrology analysis, density analysis, network analysis. So I just go to the hydrology analysis, then I will just click everything. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if you want to just do the field sync, then you just click field sync, then you click it ready, then you can just run it. But if you want to do the overall, like the whole things, you can just click it one by one, following this shape or the direction. And then you can, after you are ready, then you can just run it. Okay, so this is after you already run the hydrology analysis. So you can get the first result and every other result that you already click previously, whatever result that you want to do. So after you finish this one, you can just add it on your map. Okay, this is after I add it on my map. So after I add it into my map, which is this one, I add the stream to the result or stream of the results. And I already generate the thematic map of the stream or the results. So this is, I show you the template of the thematic map that I already generate or create. So you can change your unit expression here, your color schemes, your title and everything else here. I know maybe you can't see it yet, but I will show you the step one by one later. Just the surface. Okay, so after I done this part, I will do the hill sheet analysis, where I will go to the surface analysis and I will create the hill sheet. As you can see inside of the surface analysis, there are many other things that you can do inside of it, which is you can do the analysis and many others. But today I'm just going to do the hill sheet analysis. Then, as I know most of you know, this is the hill sheet that have been generated. So this one is because I will make it a little bit a 3D, like looks like a 3D. So I make the DEM to be above the hill sheet, and then I change the transparency here, up to you, depends on you. So this is the final looks lah. So we will go to the iDesktop. Okay, so we will go to the iDesktop, and then first of all, you click right click the data sources, where I will create a new file data source for this workshop. So I'm just going to do a training. I just go and then save it. Okay, so this is the new data sources that I already created. So inside of these data sources, you can add the new data set on the layer that you want, such as if you have, you want to create your own new data set, you can so just directly click it and you can create it either point, line, or region. But as I already have downloaded my own data set, I will just import my own data set from training flat list, which is the previous data set that I already download, where I will enter the shapefile one. So I'll just do it one by one. SRTM. Okay, so for this output, I'm going to change to raster, and this is also I will import all the data set that I already have. So this is I will you can either right click it to add it to the new map. Okay, either or you can just drag it over from here to here like this. And okay, since I want to do the this one, these three areas, so I just right click here, and then I will change the layer start into null because I want it to see whatever below it, which is the DAM data. Then I can change the line, like how the colors and everything else here, you can change it. The width and many others, I just change it to 0.5. Okay, so this one is already, before we click, this one is what the data that I already retrieved before. So I will just click this data because I want just to click in certain area. So you can just click the map click. Then you can just select the object area click. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Actually, I want to create another data sources to fully focus, which is I want to add the training. So I want to create a new data sources, which is hydro training hydro. Sorry. Oh, I opened data source. Sorry. Insert data source. Okay, so after that, I will click on this data and put it inside the training hydro instead of training underscore flat list. So I will just click this map, up to you which map that you want. And you can see the properties if you double click this data. And you can see that I literally inside I click the data for Jelebu district. And this one is Hulu Langat district, but I want the data from the Jelebu one. So I will just right click it. And then the target data sources that I want to put in is not under the training flag. You can change whatever, either training flag or training hydro. Since I want training hydro, then I will change it to training hydro, both of it. Then you can change the name of the data set that you want. And I want this one to be the district. And this one. So you can just let it be just like here. Then you can click OK. Okay. So you can just add this one into the new map. This one. Okay, so you already click the map, and then you can, like, I want to change the layer style again. Null system, then the line, and everything else. Sorry, wait. Okay, and then after I change it, I will do the the analysis. Wait. I will do the spatial analysis, which is the hydrology analysis here. This is the spatial analysis tab that I shown you before. Then you can just click the analysis process. Wait, give me a minute. So you can, this one is the field sync where you can reduce the errors in the source data, the flow direction, where you can see that this is where the direction flows, like the how can you can calculate the water quantity, the flow length and the basin. And the flow length, you can do it here, the flow accumulation per point, where it is the border of the basin, where it is the lowest point of the border usually, and this is the watershed. Drainage basin, reservoir, the stream orders, water system, and the connector. So this one you can choose what you want. So I just do everything here. So because I want to show you how to do it. So you can just click here, then you can click ready. And then it's already ready. Then you can go to the flow direction. Again, you can see that the data source that it will be put is inside the training hydro. But if you want it to be inside of the training flight, you can change it here. And then I will just click ready, flow length. So the data set and go upstream instead of, you can change it either one downstream or upstream. I will go to the upstream. And then you can click ready too. Then also flow estimation per point. You can change the threshold, depends on you, but I will just let it be thousands here. So I will just click ready, then the watershed segmentation. So I will just click ready here. I don't want to change anything. And also for the drainage basin, yes, also click ready. It's still the same. Okay, for this one is I will put unsigned through 32-bit integer, and it depends on you. Either you want to change it to bit 32 or bit 64, but I will just let it be unsigned 32-bit integer. I will click ready here. Then the stream order result. So you can change. I didn't want to be a Shref method or Shref method. I guess all of you know. So we can Google it. What is it? So I just changed it to Shref method, and I will put it ready here. This one. So ready. Wait. Okay, this one is ready. And in case you guys want to delete or change whatever the data that you put, like you don't want it to be Shref method, suddenly you just realize that you want to change it to Shref method, you can just cancel ready. Then you can just click it and change it to Shref method. It doesn't matter. And then you can just click ready back, ready again. Then you can disconnect the water and then system, then you can click ready. So after all of this is being ready, you can just directly click run, where you will run the system, the hydrology analysis. Okay, I will close this one. Then I will add all of this into this map, where I will just, this is the filtering result, the flow direction result be like this. The flow line result, it will look like this. The flow accumulation, 4 point, oh sorry. The 4 point result, you can drag it there, and maybe you can see it, but if you zoom in, this is the 4 point result actually. And then you can drag the watershed result. Here's the basin result. and get stream result. Stream other result. Streamline. And streaming result lah. So this is all of the analysis that you already generate from the hydrology analysis. And then, but for today, I'm just going to show you the basin result and stream to line result. You can either delete it one by one, like you can delete the data set on the layer one by one. You just can click OK. But because I need to save some time, so I just click no, I don't want to change it, save it. So I just drag it again. Change the data style here. Okay, and then I will drag the basic results because a basic result is where you can see that there is a different type of stream order separated. So I will just drag result, stream order result. So it doesn't have much different lah for it. So I will just delete the stream order result, the basic result. Okay, after we do this one, we can go to, wait, can I stop sharing first? Wait, give me a minute. Okay, so after you do this, you can either you can directly create the thematic map like I showed you previously. This one, if you want to directly do the thematic map, or you can go to the hydrology. I'm sorry, spatial analysis and create the hill shape first. So I'm just going to create the hill shape first. Just click the hill shape. So not this one, I want to add. I want to change the data set. Okay. You can delete it and I will hydro DNM data. So you can change it the hydro hill shape. Okay. Then you can just drag it here. And this one, as you can see, this is the hill shape that has been generated. And you can change the color table by go right click here and set the color table. Wait, I'll show you again. Click here and then set the color table. Then you can change for DM or any other data that you want, but I will go to the hill shape. So I will click OK. So the hill shape already being done. If you want to move on the layer, you can just remove it like this. So I want to, after this, I want to create the stream or the result. So I will just right click here and then create the thematic map from the stream to line result training. We just use the default, which is the unit values map and the default. I will just click OK. Okay, and then this is where you can change the expression, where I'm going to use the stream order expression. And this one, if you want to change the color, like any color, gradient colors or random colors, but I'm going to change it to blues. And then if you want to make it like a little thicker, the line, you can just right click the styles and then you can change the styles. This is the width that you can change. Either you want to change it to 0.1, 0.3, up to you, but I'm going to change it to 0.5. And then this is the default swatches that you can change. It depends on what color that you want. But because I want it to be a theme swatch, because I want to create the blue and this, so I'm going to click 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then I can click OK. So do the same thing over the colors. I click OK here. If you don't want to type, you can just click here and then you can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until the value that you want. Okay. And this one also. Okay, so as we know that this is the stream order, the expression is the stream order, right? So we can change it to like the title here. This is the unit value, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just change the title, which is first order and second order. Okay, that's all. And this was is just a default. Okay, so this is the thematic map that you already created. So after that, you can save this file. Just right click, save it to map. You can save it like right click it. And then save map as. Okay, or if you don't want to right click it, you can just close it. And then it will also give the same result which you need to save. Either you want to save it or not. So I'm just going to right click, then save map as hydro district. And I go okay. Just click OK here. And then this is the map. It already been saved under maps layout. So okay, after that, I will show you how to do the layout where it will be like this, how to do this hydrology map. I mean stream order map, I'm sorry for the title. So you can just go to the layout, you can just right click, you can click after you right click, there will be this option, new layout, load layout. You can just click new layout, or if you don't want to right click it, you can just go here at the start. You can see that there's many of the options that you can do it directly here. So either you want to import data, so can be right from here. We can see that this is the vector data that you can be imported into SuperMap, the 3D file, the raster, and others. So because I just want to create the layout, so you can just click layouts. You open new. Okay, so this is the layout. I mean, this is the template that already been given by SuperMap. If you want to have the multiple diagram inside of your final map, or you want to put multiple map or chart or pie chart and others, you can just click this one and then you can create by using the already existing template. But for today, I will use the blank template and I will just click the blank template first. So for this one, I will just add map here. So I will put rectangles. After you, okay, I will show you again. So you will click on maps under object operation, then you will click rectangles. Then you will just like drag it from here until here. Then you will click left click instead of right click. Then you can select any maps that you already create. like this one, for now we only have one map here, but if you have several other maps, you can just choose whatever map that you want. So this one, I will choose the hydro district training hydro maps. So just put here. As you can see, the maps are not center and everything else. So if you like zoom in, zoom out, it doesn't affect the map. Inside of the map, it will affect the layout lah. So instead of that, we can click at the layouts. You can go to the focus map. After you click the focus map, this is where you can do the zoom in and zoom out of the map. Either you want to zoom in directly or zoom out, or you want to move the map and everything else. So I just going to full extent where you can see the map directly inside of the layout. So I just click full extent. So this is how is it. But if you didn't click back the focus map, the map will be moved if you just directly zoom in and zoom out. So you need to click back the focus map to make sure your map didn't move. Okay, so I'm just, okay, the map. And then this one, I forgot to tell you, this is the orientation that you can do. Either you want your layout to be horizontal or inside or portraits, the size of the maps to be A4, A3, it depends on you. You can change it here. And then, okay, back to the maps, we will click to the map. If you want to change, like you want to add the text and everything else, so I will just click text first to create the title. Wait. So the title will be stream order. You just can finish it. You can just back. You can zoom it here. And then you can just click to the map back. Okay, so you can double click this map. I mean the words that you already create, which is the text. You can change the style. You can just the properties. You can change it here, like you want it to be like what font, either Times New Romans, or the size you want it to be like 18. And then the color, if you want to change the color or the background, if you want to have it to have underline, then you can just click it here, but I want just to let it be like that. So I'm just going to make it center. So here's, if you want to change it, you just double click it and go to the properties, and you can change directly the text to whatever that you want. Then after that, you click it back at the map, this one. And then you will go to the object operation again, and you can choose the node arrow. So you can just put it here. Okay, after that, you just right click it. Then you can move it anywhere you want. So for this one, I will just right click it to change the properties. If you don't want to have this style for your arrow, then you can change it to whatever design that you want, like this one or the 8 directional arrow. And then, okay, this is for the arrow style. And then you click it back at the maps. Then go to the object operation, and I'm going to add a legend here. right click, and then you can change the legend by go to the properties. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so as you can see, inside of the legend is quite have a lot of things. So some of the things that you don't want, you can just delete it directly from here. You can delete this one, like you can just untick it, like hydro hill shade training you don't want. So you don't want hydro district, you unclick it, and it will be like this only, the legend. If you want to add, if you want to let it be just like the two have the hill shade and others, just let it be. You don't need to untick it. So, but I just want to show you this one. And then the columns, you can change the columns. So if you want to change it to 3 to 4 columns, or so it depends on you lah, with to whatever columns that you want. But I just let it be 3. Okay. So the legend will be like this, how it looks like. Then I will just click the map back, and then I will go to the object operation again, and I will, I know that we need to put a scale instead of the map. So we can just drag it here and right click as usual. Then you can change it as usual. So using a properties by right clicking it. Then you can see that you can change the scale types, the units here, the division width, how many division that you want inside of this scales definitely depends on you. So I'm just going to change it like this because I love this style more. Then I'm going to just let it be like that. Okay. But if you want, you don't love it to be like this, you can just, okay. Okay, you can just click it back. Okay, and then we go to the grid. I'm going to do the grid for this one to put the coordinate, where I will just click grid here. Okay, so it has like the measure grid and the vertical. I will click the black vertical label. So you can, I want to show you how you can change the rows and columns. You can just directly change it, or because I want to show it later, I will just show you later how you can change it. Okay, just click OK first. Then this is how it looks like if you just let it be like that. Okay, so if you want to change it, you can just, because it's already directly come up, you can just click the map grid, and then you can change the vertical, like you can double click it. I'm sorry, you can just, okay. First of all, we change the grid settings. We don't want to have this inside of the box, like the box, the row and columns inside of this map. So we can just put 9. But if you want to have any other lines others than solid line, you can just click cross line like this. Okay, but it depends on you. So I just want to put in 9. So yes, just like this, and then you can change the setting here. You can change the row and columns, like how many that you want to put. Instead of your maths, I'm going to put 5 top and left and right, and so bottom. So you can see that this is how it looks like lah. The coordinate and the width. But if you want to change the label, you can just double click this one. Okay, Then you can change it if you want to put the label like in the middle or in the left, like, okay, I will show you on the horizontal part. If you change it to the left, this part will change lah. Okay, you can see it at this part. Okay, left, and then if I want to change it to the right, it will move like that, but I will just make it into the middle. Same goes to the vertical post. This one, if you want to change it either to be a vertical or not, you can just click it like this. And then, okay. Okay, so I don't want it to be like that, so I just let it be like this. So you can change also the font height. If you want it to have a shadow, you can directly click any font effects that you love, and you can definitely explore this desktop later on. So yes, this one I'm already done, this part. Okay, so this is how it looks like on the map. And then if you want to save it, you can just right click and save layout as. So I'm just going to save it as stream order map. Oh, sorry. Okay, but if you want to export this map directly, and you can just go to the export to PDF, and then you can change the DPI. Either you want to make, I think the highest number is better lah. Like you can change it to 500 and some more. The DPI, then you can just click OK, and it will directly export this map directly to the PDF, and same goes to the picture lah. If you want to change it, you can change the names, the format you want, which is either in PNG or TIFF image file, and the resolution. As you know that the DPI changed. Okay, I think the highest the better. So just like that. Okay, so I'm done for this first part, which we want to do the map. Then we will go to the 3D scene, where we will create this 3D scenes of the flat risk map. Okay, like you can see how does the flat occur from the lowest altitude to the highest altitude that you put. So I will go back to the iDesktop. Then I will just click okay, I'll just click on the SRTM data, the previous SRTM data. You just right click this one. And as you can see, there is the add to new spherical scene. Then you just click add to new spherical scene. And I want to add it also as the image. And then you can click OK. Okay, so and then you just right click again at this general layers, which is at the Hydro SRTM GR3. Then you can jump to layer or zoom to layer. I'll just zoom to layer. Okay, just like this. All right, so you can see that this one already the 3D. And you can move it to see the scene. Okay, so after we do this, we will go to the style set, the 3D analysis, I'm sorry. We go to the 3D analysis tab, and you can see that there is a lot of other analysis that it can be done by using a 3D scene. But for today, we will focus on flooding analysis only, so because I just want to show you how to create a flood analysis using a SuperMap. So this one, you just click it, and then it will come out this one, this catalog, and then you can just click any places that you want. Wait, give me a second. Give me a second, everyone. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, there's a technical issue with my laptop. So we will resume the share. Okay, so as you can see, we will go to the 3D analysis and go to the flooding analysis. All right, then you just click it and then you click where is the place that you want to do. Like maybe you want to do from this area, you click in this area also, this one, and this one. Just, and then you right click it. And it will show you the flooding system lah. But let me show you. But you can change the, wait. So you can change actually the altitude, the visible altitude, the maximum visible altitude that you want. So it depends on you, on what kind of, on what altitude from where, from which altitude that you want it to be for the analysis to be done. So maybe because the elevation is not that. Okay, so I'm going to change the speed first into 60 seconds. So I'll just look at that. Okay, I'll step it back. Okay, so this is where the that will be starting, where it show this is the lowest altitude. And then you can see that the altitude is currently the numbers become more higher until the 400 and until maybe, yes, I will do it until 1426. So as you can see that this area already being, if the flooding occurred, this is the place that will be tenggelam with the flooding. So yes, this is our final result that I want to show to you guys, that where is the area that will be affected with the flooding if the flooding occurs. So yes, I think that's all from me, Anis. Oh, okay, before that, you can just save it by right click it, or you can just delete it. Then you can save it, and then you can click yes, then it will be saved. I think that's all from me, Anis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shafika. Okay, so very nice, right? So thank you very much, Shafika, for sharing with us such an amazing demonstration in how to create a flood risk assessment map. So there we have. Okay, so before we move on to our next session, Q&A, so I would like to invite all of you to join our training module, training courses, which will be focusing more on tools in SuperMap IDES.X. So this training will be held for 8 weeks. So you can check the schedule and also the training content. And you can just scan the QR code here on this slide. And I will share the link after this. So we really hope to see you there to know more about SuperMap IDES.X and more tools, more function that you can learn on. Okay, so now we hope that by this time, it brings you some new ideas on your current or even future projects, researchers, or even business. So we will move on to a Q&A session. So you can just type in the chat box, or you can raise your hand to directly discuss with our speaker. So yes, feel free to ask us any question that you're having right now. Okay, so since I think all of you got the overall understanding of what we will show here, we are showing here. So let's we'll start now. So if you have any more questions, so you can just send us a message later. Okay, so from this workshop, we will provide a free trial license to our participant here, so you can get the certificate of attendance within 7 working days. So we highly appreciate your attendance today, so you can feel free to visit our SuperMap website to get more information about our company. And also we want to invite you to follow SuperMap GIS on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So from there, we are constantly posting about the latest trend GIS and also what is SuperMap is currently up to. So lastly, for your additional information, SuperMap is also currently looking for partners, resellers, and distributors to expand our business in Malaysia. So you can feel free to visit our website and connect with us via SuperMap Malaysia Facebook page or email, which is shown on this slide, andysupermap@gmail.com or anus@supermap.com. So in the future, we will arrange more webinar on more topics soon. So we hope to collaborate with more university in Malaysia. So these are the info for the webinar collaboration, and you can also purchase our SuperMap individual package. So the price is only 500 ringgit Malaysia for 1 year. So from you throughout this 1 year, you can get full technical support, free online training, and software maintenance as well. So you can just contact us if you have any concern or request. So thank you so much everyone for attending this workshop. So really appreciate your time and attention. So hope you all enjoy it and gain new knowledge about hydrology tools and how to produce map using SuperMap platform. So thank you again. So hope to see you all again soon. Thank you so much. So yes, before that, yes, please register to this training courses. So we will start on 19th October to 7 December. So thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Your certificate will be distributed. We will send you through email personally within 7 working days.